In this video lecture, we are going to see a problem from the chapter Probability. Totally, we are going to see 3 questions in this video. The first question is question number 10 from exercise 13.2 from SCERT textbook of SSC, and it is also in CBSE in NCERT textbook from exercise 15.1 question number 18. If you understand this video, please hit the like button and also share this video with your friends and also subscribe to this channel. So the question is, a box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is selected at random from the box, find the probability that it bears number 1, a 2-digit number, number 2, a perfect square number, number 3, a number divisible by 5. So in this question, if you observe how many discs are there in total, there are 90 discs in total. So we will write total discs is equals to total number of outcomes, that is equals to 90. And it is telling the discs are numbered from 1 to 90. It means I have discs from 1 to 10, then 11 to 20, then 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, and finally 81 to 90, since the discs are till 90. So here from 1 till 90. So here if you observe this question, it is asking me if one disc is selected at random. That is, if I am selecting one disc without seeing which disc is that, what is the chance that I will get a 2-digit number? So let us write all the 2-digit numbers now. 2-digit numbers which in terms of probability are called as favorable outcomes for this sum. So 2-digit numbers, that is favorable outcomes, is equal to, how many are 2-digit numbers from 1 to 90? We know 10 is a 2-digit number. So 10, 11, 12 till we have till 90. So if we observe here, leaving 1 to 9, all numbers are 2-digit numbers. So 1 to 9 means we can subtract 9 numbers from this. So 90 minus 9 is 81. So totally there are 81 discs which are 2-digit numbers. So I got the favorable outcomes 10, 11, 12 up to 90. So number of favorable outcomes are 81. That is number of 2-digit numbers. Number of favorable outcomes is equals to 90 minus 9, that is equals to 81. Now what I have to find out? I have to find out the probability of getting a 2-digit number in my first bit. The formula to find out probability is number of favorable outcomes by total outcomes, that I will use for all the 3 bits. So I am writing the formula only once. Number of favorable outcomes here is 81, just now I found out, and total outcomes also I am writing once because it is same for all the 3 bits. We are not changing the discs. The discs remain 90 only for all the 3 bits. So I have written only one time for this whole sum. So number of favorable outcomes is 81, by total outcomes is 90. So 81 by 90 is my answer. 9 9s are 81, 9 10s are 90. So my answer is 9 by 10. So the probability to get a 2-digit number is 9 by 10. Now let us move to the second bit. The second bit, it is asking me, find the probability that it bears a perfect square number. What are perfect square numbers? We know when we square a number, the result which we get is called as perfect square. For example, 1 square is 1, so 1 is a perfect square. 2 square is 4, so 4 is a perfect square. 3 square is 9, so 9 is a perfect square. So the squares of natural numbers are called as perfect squares. So perfect squares, there is favorable outcomes here are in this discs from 1 to 90. 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, 5 5s are 25, 6 6s are 36, 7 7s are 49, 8 8s are 64, 9 9s are 81, 10 10s are 100, but we don't have discs more than 90. So 100 we should not write. So these are my favorable outcomes. Now I need to write number of favorable outcomes. So number of perfect squares, that is here number of favorable outcomes is how many are number of favorable outcomes? Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 perfect squares here. So again, the same formula will be used. Probability to find that it is a perfect square is number of favorable outcomes by total outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes here are 9 by total outcomes are 90. 9 ones are 9, 9 tens are 90. So my probability that I am getting a perfect square is 1 by 10. Now let us move to the third bit. I should find out the probability that it is a number divisible by 5. What are numbers divisible by 5? Any multiple of 5 will be divisible by 5. What are multiples of 5? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, etc. are multiples of 5. So in order to find out the probability of a number divisible by 5, let us first write numbers divisible by 5 from 1 to 90. So your numbers divisible by 5 favorable outcomes. So 5 ones are 5. 5 is the number divisible by 5. 5 twos are 10. 5 threes are 15. 5 fours are 20. 5 fives are 25. 5 sixes are 30. 5 sevens are 35. 5 eights are 40. 5 nines are 45. 5 tens are 50. 5 elevens are 55. 5 twelves are 60. Then 65, 70, 75, 80, 85 and 90. Only till 90 we need because the discs are only till 90. So these are the favorable outcomes, that is numbers divisible by 5 from 1 to 90. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18 numbers which are divisible by 5. So my number of favorable outcomes are 18. Number of numbers divisible by 5. 18. So now probability that a number is divisible by 5 is same formula, number of favorable outcomes by total outcomes. So here number of favorable outcomes are 18 and total outcomes are 90. So 18 by 90 means 18 and 90 both will go in 9 table. 9 twos are 90, 9 tens are 90, 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10. So 1 by 5. So probability that the number is divisible by 5 is 1 by 5. So hope you have understood all the 3 bits. We have found out all the 3 bits. Now let us move to the next second question. So second question is question number 11 in exercise 13.2 in TS SCRT textbook for SSC students, and it is question number 20 in exercise 15.1 in NCRT textbook for CBSE students. The question is, suppose you drop a die at random on a rectangular region shown in figure. What is the probability that it will lie inside the circle with a diameter 1 meter? That is, if you observe this question carefully, it is telling that you are throwing a die, and when you throw a die, there is a rectangle. This diagram is there in the figure in the question only. So a rectangle is drawn, and inside the rectangle you have a circle, and the dimensions, that is length and breadth of rectangle, is given to us. And it is telling me that if I throw a die, what is the probability, that is what is the chance that that die will lie inside the circle only. So since the dimensions are given, we can find out the area. We can find out the area of rectangle, we can find out the area of circle, because we need to find out that will the die lie inside the circle or not. The die will lie inside the circle means I need to find out the area, how much space it is covering, because die is lying, right? That is the only way of solving this question. So here one more data is given to me that the circle is having a diameter 1 meter. So I will write here, given my answer, diameter of circle is equals to 1 meter. From diameter we can find out the radius. Radius of circle is equals to diameter by 2. If diameter I consider as d. So diameter here is 1. So 1 and 2 already I have. So 1 by 2. Radius of circle here is 1 by 2 meters. Okay. This is my radius. Okay. Radius I am indicating by r. Now I can find out the area of circle because I need to know whether the die will lie inside the circle or not. So area of circle is equals to pi r square. We know the value of pi is 22/7 into r square means 1/2 whole square. So that is equals to 22/7 into 1/2 whole square means 1/2 into 1/2. Here 2 1s are 2, 2 11s are 22. So 11 1s are 1 and again 1. So 11/7 2s are 14. So the area of circle I got is 11/14. Since it is given in terms of meter, I am writing meter square. This is my area of circle, and that is also equal to my favorable number of favorable outcomes. That is, here number is not there, it is area. Okay, area of circle. That is the chance that it will lie in the circle. Now this we have found out, but what is the total area? We always, in the probability sums, we need to find out the total outcomes. How to find out the total outcomes? Total outcomes means, here what is total outcomes? Total outcomes means how much is the total area here. So total area in which the circle is also present is my rectangle, because circle is present inside the rectangle. So total area is equals to area of rectangle, that is equals to, area of rectangle is length into breadth. So length here is 3 meters and breadth here is 2 meters. So 3 2s are 6. So 6 meters square is my total area, that is area of rectangle. Probability that the die will lie inside the circle. The formula is number of favorable outcomes. That is, what is the number of favorable outcomes here? Area of circle by total outcomes. What is total outcomes here? Since we cannot count, right? We cannot count the area. We can measure the area. That's why I'm writing area of circle. And here total area is area of rectangle. So area of circle 11/14 divided by area of rectangle is 6. So 6 can be written as 6/1. So 11/14 as it is, divided by 6/1, if it goes in numerator, it will become 1/6. So 11 and 6 won't go, 11 and 14 will also not be divisible. So 11 1s are 11 and 14 6s are 6 4s are 24, 6 1s are 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 84. So the probability that the die will lie inside the circle is 11/84. Probability does not have any unit. So this is my answer. Hope you have understood this video. If you are understanding the video, please subscribe to my channel and also like the video and also share this video with your friends. Let us move to the third question. This question is question number 19 in exercise 15.1 in NCERT textbook, but it is useful for SSC students also. So the question is, a child has a die whose 6 faces show the letters as given below. That is, normally a die will have numbers from 1 to 6, we know on the faces, but here a child is having a die which is having letters on its faces. And what letters it is having on the faces? It is given A, B, C, D, E, A. There is 2 times on 2 faces it is having A, letter A, and on the remaining 4 faces it has B, C, D, E. It is a 6-face die only, okay, according to the figure given. So it is telling the die is thrown once, that is, we are throwing the die once, and it is asking me what is the probability of getting A. So in order to find out the probability of getting A, we need to find out number of A's, right? Number of A's here, that is number of favorable outcomes for first bit. As we can see from the figure, there are 2 A's. So number of A's are 2 and total number of letters, that is total outcomes here on the die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So probability that we will get an A is number of favorable outcomes by total outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes here are 2 and total outcomes here are 6. So 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So the probability that we will get an A is 1/3. The second bit is, what is the probability of getting a D? So first we should find out number of D's. So number of D's here, there is number of favorable outcomes are, how many D's are there? Only 1 D is there here. So 1, and we already know total outcomes is 6. So the probability that we'll get a letter D is same formula, number of favorable outcomes by total outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes is 1 and total outcomes is 6. So the answer is 1 by 6. This finishes the third sum. Hope you have understood all the 3 sums. If you have understood this sum, please subscribe to our channel and also like the video and share it with others. Thank you very much for watching. Please turn the bell notification on also.